A very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for giving us this time and just taking time to be live with us today. Welcome to the F.I.R.E Council. My name is Martha Inyuma and I have my co-host.
This is Sam.
Karibu sana. I can see people have already started joining us. We're live on all our social media handles at TSAVO.ke. I think today we just want to have a fantastic session and as interactive as we had last time. So come on board. Let us have people share their views. Let's debate. Let's have a dialogue.
And just to introduce the F.I.R.E Council, I think the purpose of all this is to enable you accelerate your journey to financial independence. So without further ado, we can have the intro run and we can start the session.
And actually, just before the intro, I think we want to make this as interactive as possible. And since we intend to ensure anyone on the F.I.R.E tribe is accelerating their journey towards financial independence, we would also want to know, have you actually started your financial independence journey? And what is that you're doing about your, your F.I.R.E journey? Yes. And for those who are new here, F.I.R.E stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. And the council is a place where like-minded people come to debate and dialogue with a central purpose. And for us, our purpose is to now enable everyone on the tribe to achieve F.I.R.E. So we can go further.
Okay.
So, karibu sana. That was a short clip just showing you what the F.I.R.E Council is all about. But without further ado, let's start with the word of prayer. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, we want to thank you. We want to give you all the glory and honor, my Father. You've enabled us to see yet another day. You've given us an opportunity to have this session, and everyone else who's been able to join us, oh my Father. How I pray that you may bless us this day, oh Lord, that you may give us wisdom, that will enable us to discuss things that will accelerate our financial independence journey of my father. And above all, I thank you for our Savorites, I thank you for our residents, I thank you for our investors who've enabled us to be here, oh Lord. And for this great purpose that you've given us, oh Lord, how I pray that we may carry it with wisdom, that we may glorify your name as we carry out this big task. It is in the mighty name of Jesus Christ I do pray, trusting and believing.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yes, karibu sana. As I said, we are live on all our social media handles at TSAVO.ke. The question of the day is, have you started your financial independence journey? And what is that you're actually doing?
Exactly. And as you have seen from the intro right there, I'd just like to double down on what was being written. The council is a group that meets to participate in dialogue and debate, guided by a purpose. So I think one of today's agenda is to refine the purpose for this council, so that as we move on, we are able to have something that guides all our debates and dialogues, and as we debate and dialogue, we have to have respect for each member. And members debate in search of understanding, not from the egoistic need to win a point. So I was just introducing what the council is all about and its definition. But I think just to start off, we can see some of us are already here. You can introduce who you can see.
So thank you so much, Evans. Last week when we had this session, we created the tribe 001.
Founders.
The founders.
The founders.
Of the Council.
Yes.
And Evans was one of them. Thank you so much, Evans. He's saying he's waiting. I can see you on fire. Ian Maru.
Karibu sana.
On fire. Karibu sana. I can see Isaac Kilemi. Karibu sana. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining
us. Share your comments. We've asked, have you started your FIRE journey and what is that you're doing? Because as Sam has said, we are trying to refine our purpose.
True.
And our intention is to ensure anyone on the tribe is actually, accelerating their journey towards
financial independence. Yes.
And so it means you have started, you have something going on. We would like to hear those out, And at least, hopefully by the end of the session today, we'll be able to have a purpose that will be guiding our next
next sessions, our next councils, And
I can also see, Esther Njuguna, interesting topic. I'll be taking notes. Thank you so much, Esther.
Karibuni sana. Just as before we start, I think it will be good to just mention how this week has been for us. I think it's been quite a week. It's been quite a week for our brand, and I think some of those who are here already, I think already know what happened. But I think for those who already know us, know the commitment that we have to the purpose that we are trying to achieve here with our company. And I think. And also our attitude, the attitude that we have to face the problems and also solve them. So if you're new, I think you should take note that you're very serious in what we do and very resolute in achieving our purpose as well.
And I think just looking at what has happened, and of course these things will happen, they will come and go. We just want to appreciate all our investors and residents who've stood up for us. I think just having people behind your back who can actually testify on the goodness of this purpose, or have actually enjoyed what we offer. And I think we cannot thank you enough. I think for all the investors and all the residents who've been able to reach out to just understand what is actually happening and stand by us even on the online space. However imperfect we are, I would really like to paint a picture of perfection, but however imperfect we are, we've been able to have enough support, from all our investors, and we can't take that for granted. And we're still so far away from delivering a flawless experience. I mean, when you look at our purpose, when you look at our values, we actually experience is something that we highly uphold. And it's there in our values, the things that are our core, what guides us. But we are yet to get to, the fulfilling, 100% flawless, perfect experience. To both our investors and our residents. And I think all our efforts are to get there. I think on a daily, our purpose is to ensure that one day we'll be able to look back and say we have been improving. Yes. But once again, thank you for your support. I think this is the time where we needed as much support as possible.
From the TSAVO,
and
very true.
TSAVO have honestly stood by us.
Yeah, they always have. They always have. Yeah.
And even this time, I think it
Thank
has.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
I can see Timmy here saying it was quite unfortunate. Very true, very true. Donna, karibu sana. Timmy bado. I have started my FIRE journey. Been here, umeanza. So, yes, karibu sana, the FIRE Council, and you being part of the FIRE founders, I think. It's quite exciting. It's going, I can't wait for the day tutakuwa tunapeana story where, ilianza live stream, I don't know, we have no idea where this will go, but let's pray for the best as well.
Timmy, as part of encouragement, I remember last week we were talking about, how you might be young and you don't have enough money, or you want to start investing, but whatever you're looking at as an investment is quite on the other side of affordability. You actually start investing in yourself.
True.
And you might actually, it is as simple as joining in and just listening to the experience of the people who've already, started their FIRE journey. Buying books, reading books,
exactly.
and asking questions, debating in this platform. And I really, really pray that we've created a platform where you will grow and you'll at a point you'll be able to testify and say, I started my FIRE journey as a joke. I was just watching a live. But I hope you'll be able to enjoy this session and ask as many questions as possible. I can see he's Evans saying nothing is perfect, but perfection is the goal. That is very true, Evans. Far from my financial freedom, lakini nimeanza. Thank you so much.
That's all it takes. I think the first step is usually the hardest. And I think without further ado, we can go to the recap of our last council and now what we are supposed to be doing for this council. So thank you everyone. Kama uja invite watu endo waite bana wakuje. We can see quite a number, but invite more people. I think it will be exciting to share this experience with your friends as well. So I think as a summary, when we came here last week and introduced this whole FIRE Council idea, and we started by the history, the history of where FIRE within TSAVO has started. I can just brush through that very quickly, and also as well get to where we are at and what you're supposed to be discussing today. So if you do remember the history tukiongea from last week, anzanga ku comment hapo so that we can see who is listening and who remembers, or if you were even there in the first place. So I think I can do the history from the idea, and then you can talk about the workshops, and then I'll talk about the live stream to where we are at. So I think FIRE, like we mentioned as you're talking, we are a very purposeful company, and financial independence being the center of all this. TSAVO exists to enable investors achieve financial independence, and for you to achieve financial independence, it's quite a journey. That's why we are calling it a journey, actually. And we wanted. We have a product that makes people achieve, that can make somebody achieve financial independence, but that is not where it starts. By the time somebody thinks about taking an action, they will have thought about it before. So there's the mindset part, and then there's the taking action bit of it. So for us, we wanted to change the mindset of Kenyans as well, from consumers to investors. So the idea was there. We never knew how to go about it, but one of Mcharo's friends introduced the idea to him. Mcharo, being a lecturer, found the idea of doing a workshop being a very brilliant one. And I think we started the workshops at the office and then now moved to the hotels. Yes.
So I think the whole idea of educating people was quite brilliant. By the time this guy was coming and telling Mcharo, whatever you've learned, all the lessons you've put together, you can actually share this with fellow Kenyans, and it might change one or two lives. And so we started having the workshops. We used to have them once every last Saturday of the month. And would have them very far. It was in our office back then. And I think it used to consist of, our investors, and they would refer their friends, so you come with someone and, we'd just discuss, and there was a lot of growth, there was a lot of impact that was being felt, and the demand kept increasing. We started, our offices were in Park Place, that's in Karenia, Rongai, as if you're going to Rongai, and, that's quite far, and we needed to bring it closer, to a more convenient space for everyone who'd want to join, because I think the demand kept growing and the referrals system kept working, because I went to this council, I got fired up. I think this would be very good for my chama. This would be very good for my friends or my family, and so with that we started doing now the fires at the hotels. But then
just to achieve more impact, I think we started doing the online videos, and I think Evans was one of the people that can attest to how they helped him. He said that I remember ulikuwa unasema you had thought about financial independence prior, but you actually thought about it substantially once you watched Charo's video, and I think that was the thing we did next after doing the workshops, and then now last year 2020, when now we got into the pandemic, and then we all started seeing the power of the digital platforms, and we now started the live stream so easily. And Kinam Charo and Emily, our founders, started off the live streams by educating people. We called it Fire Friday, and now a year later now, which is now, still trying to achieve more impact. We want this story to be not ourselves, but peer you yourself. We want to fire you up so that you can go and fire the world as well. So I think let's start talking, because now we will get into a quite engaging session where now we need to refine the purpose of this council, the F.I.R.E Council. So from where we were at last week, so the two things I think that if we get out of this council with will be very, very crucial is that now we'll also create the foundation of all the next sessions. The first thing is the purpose that will guide our debates, and the second thing being the structure.
So by the structure being the day of these sessions, the time, the frequency you'd want to have, even the platform that we can use.
That we can use.
I think we had started this discussion last week, but we still wanted, a lot more time for us to discuss. Where are we going? And so today we are just, we want to agree what would be the ideal situation from the time, from the date, and from the frequency. I can see comments are still coming in. I can see Natalie. Viola. She's saying she's on fire. Karibu sana Viola. Please keep your comments coming. Let us know if you've started your financial independence journey and what is that you're doing.
So for the first thing, I think just mentioning on what the rough draft of the purpose was, we'd like to bring it down to one sentence, which, like for TSAVO, we say we exist to enable investors achieve financial independence through affordable, amazing apartments. We'd like to come up with the same thing for this council as well. And the rough draft that we had were two things. Haina hiyo we exist yote, but the first thing was, first and foremost, the members of this council, we need to accelerate their journey to financial independence. And the second thing being now, impacting the world with it. So how do we bring this down to one sentence? And please, tuanze kuongea to debate. This
is where the debate
starts in. I can see we have quite a few people. Tafadhali go invite somebody na mrudi haraka haraka hapa. And favorites wenye mna to watch, please let's start commenting. So I can go fast and try and bring it. The F.I.R.E Council, the F.I.R.E Council exists to enable. Is it Kenyans? Is it Savorites? Or
the F.I.R.E tribe?
The F.I.R.E tribe. The F.I.R.E Council exists to enable Savorites accelerate their journey to financial independence. Okay, Tim is saying so that we can kindly type the purpose here. So
yes, we'll be able to type what we're saying.
We can do it for him real quick. So accelerate. Let me do the rough draft. Accelerate. F.I.R.E journey. For now, this F.I.R.E tribe.
For the F.I.R.E tribe.
F.I.R.E tribe, and what was the second one?
And impact.
And spread the fire.
And spread the fire.
Okay. If you had it written down, so unaweza andika pia hapo ndani as we go on with the conversation. But let me do my first hit again. So the F.I.R.E Council exists The FIRE Council exists to enable. So hapa we come to the who. I think we need to define, is it Kenyans? Is it TSAVO rights? Is it this fire tribe? The members of the council as well? Yeah. So the who, I think we'll need to define who and also find a name for that to enable that person accelerates their journey, their financial independence journey. Yeah. Through. Yeah, so hapo kwa through ndio tunafaa ku define as well. I had an idea of having something called relay in council, and relay being an accountability mechanism, and this council being not relying on your own understanding. So relay in council. So we can probably type that down and send it there, as we can also start thinking about the structure as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you written it down? You can reread it tuone venye inakaa.
So you remember when Sam said, "Let me start." I also started mine, so I'm not rereading his. But I think in a nutshell, it's just we need to define who is this person we are trying to enable. What is that we are trying? So it accelerates their financial independence journey.
Yeah.
So the FIRE Council, this exists to enable for example, just an example, the FIRE tribe accelerates their financial independence journey through relay in council with great intention to spread fire. So that's
a good one.
That's the skeleton.
Evans is asking how do you intend to accelerate? So we now need to discuss that. So
and I think that's where we were saying through now what we had thought through relay in council.
Yeah.
So number one, when you're looking at the financial independence journey, there's a lot behind it. Over and above, the action towards investing. There is so much more. So
before you take the action to invest.
Before you take the action to invest,
there's
the discipline. There is the definition of what that financial independence journey looks like. And can this council actually provide that accountability platform? So when you talk of relay, it means whatever I need to do or whatever I need to achieve is known to, it's common knowledge. It's known to the entire FIRE Council, and my actions affect the FIRE tribe. So I think our thinking towards relay in council is simply because we are creating an accountability mechanism.
Yes.
Because the FIRE journey is different. Everyone is at a different level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we would want to create somewhere where it's like a classroom. Sisi wote for class 1, but in reality, everyone is at a different level. So
in their
you're
journey.
Assuming you're bringing someone who's in class 7 and you're bringing someone who's in class 1 together. So everyone is at a different level.
True.
So saying that we will actually define these are the things that you have to do will be a bit different. Because affordability becomes a question. Experience, exposure, whatever you might have, not everyone has. So I think the best that we can offer as the FIRE Council is an accountability
mechanism.
Or an accountability mechanism. Where
just to add on that, I can see people are really intrigued by the acceleration bit. So enable FIRE Council members accelerate. That's Evans, and I had seen is Grace Maingi.
I like the acceleration.
The acceleration part. So I think from where we are at currently, because it's not really one-on-one. The acceleration bit. I think we can bring on suggestions of how you think. And just to start off that, the way Martha had mentioned is that there are people on very different levels on their journey to financial independence. Kuna wenye wameanza kuinvest, kuna wenye hawajaanza, kuna wenye wamesave quite an amount, kuna wenye hawajaanza kusave, kuna wenye wana struggle na pesa. They live below their means. Kuna wenye analipa madeni tu mingi sana. So I think the acceleration part, now the how. How do we accelerate? So I think we can start bringing in suggestions of how do we accelerate it. But as we do that, the financial independence journey. From how I understand it and from how I've learned it from Charo, is that it has 3 steps.
Yes.
Yeah, there are 3 levels to it. So the first one being the mindset change. I think you can write that down so that you can be able to track it. Yeah. So the first one being the mindset change. Yeah.
So from a consumer mindset
to
an investment mindset.
To an investment
and
mindset.
Not necessarily starting to invest.
Yes.
Just think like an investor. Have the discipline in.
So if you are being accelerated, number one, kuna mwenye kwa hiyo stage, how do we help you who hasn't changed your mindset yet from a consumer mindset to investor mindset? Wewe mwenye unakimbianga tu tao ukipitia sijui wapi ama on your phone on Instagram and you see that nice shoe, yeah, and you still feel the desire to buy and buy more. I think when the mindset shifts, that is one of the key things that usually changes the consumerism. So how do we help such a person? Yeah. So this is now just driving the way into getting the suggestions of how do we help somebody accelerate their journey to financial independence. So that being the first bit. So if one of you guys have been able to actually accelerate or change your mindset from, okay, I need to stop spending more than I earn and start spending less than I earn and invest whatever is above or save whatever is above. How did you get there? How can we help more people do the same as well?
And I think you can also share, just share with us what triggered that. What encouraged you to, stop saying, okay, I earn 30,000, I spend 30,000. To I earn 30,000 and I spend 15, and I, sort out the rest, sort out, investments and savings. And I think even we can just start by you. I think maybe before TSAVO, life was a bit different, and just coming into TSAVO and being challenged by people who've actually sacrificed and gotten to a place where they can actually say they're financially independent. What changed your mindset?
Okay. I think just so that to keep this engaging, let me read some comments here from Timmy, and then as I can answer your question. So Timmy is saying, how do you accelerate? So basically, read books, watch relevant videos, invest in yourself first. So investing in yourself first.
Sorry, we are taking
notes. We need to cancel. So na alafu anasema ni ngumu kuhepa consumerism. Very true.
It's very true. And I think people usually say the biggest religion on earth is consumerism. I mean, like, it's greater than
any religion in the world.
Any other religion in the world.
That's very true.
Yeah, so it's very true. And please don't feel discouraged. I think the journey towards even a mindset shift is not easy. Maybe I've been a victim of I am laughing the rat never lets the so and I think for me it was just from a place of today you can survive on 20, when the salary just increases you can survive again on 30 and not anything lower. When it increases, the more the money, the more the problems. And unfortunately, every time when I used to look at, when I just look at my past, those things that I felt, these are, more bills, they were actually not more bills. They were just things that I was creating. I see something fancy I want. I want to go somewhere, I want to actually live a good life. At the end of the month you're so tired, from working and unataka kupea roho pole. Hiyo pole kwa haitoshi. Hiyo pole haitaitosha.
You never feel satisfied.
But it's not easy. I think it's taken me a while to just, baby steps. Today I say, apana, this is the maximum I will spend. Whatever, this is all I will spend. And so just being at a point where I can say, at least my mindset has really changed. It's taken me about 2 to 3 years to actually just sit down and say, Manze, this life.
To come to that decision, the mindset change is and naona hapa kuna watu wana tako but tunakuja kwa hiyo comment, but just before that Timmy had mentioned books, watch relevant videos and then invest in yourself. I'd like to ask, what books? What books? Sasa we are actually like getting into the bit of it. Probably just a suggestion now sasa yangu in acceleration, so sharing resources. So sharing resources. So if you've read a book that has actually helped you change your mindset, if you've watched a video that has actually changed your mindset, or any other thing, any other resource that has actually changed your mindset or helped you accelerate your journey to financial independence. So please write them down. You can share them at hapa hivi. So zenye ziko top notch. Which YouTube channel do you watch the most? And inakusaidia ku keep in touch with the financial independence journey. And to answer Martha's question, alikuwa ameniuliza before I joined TSAVO, I didn't know the FIRE message and all, and the journey itself. And then now, when I joined, I met people who are financially independent already. Yeah, so it was quite a big shift for me. I was still quite young, si kitambo 2 years ago, but hapa hivi bado ilikuwa quite young, yeah. And so how was it for me? How was I able to change the mindset? And for me, I think number one, being around those people. Yeah, being around the people who have actually achieved financial independence has been one of the big factors that has helped me change my mindset, that these people who I look up to got here through doing this. Yeah, because if you listen to the story, walijinyima. Walijinyima sana, and looking at yourself where you're at right now, you get the desire to do a lot, but after hearing what they did to get where they are at, unaangalia uko like, okay, this actually the sacrifice is worth it. The sacrifice is worth it. And I remember one day talking to Emily, and she was telling me that there were some habits that developed with them now. There were some habits that developed while still trying to invest, while still trying to spend less than they earn. And unapata hizo habits bado wako nazo, and hazihat, hizo habits are just spending less than you earn. Ziko like, okay, it's a good to have habits, and looking at this other way around on consumerism, where you keep spending and getting loans so that you can get more, unajipata with now very heavy chains that your habit is good to have. Actually, it's actually working against you hard, and changing the habits is quite a big thing. So there's the mindset bit, and then there's the habit bit. Yeah, so I don't know if there's something you want to mention.
I think even before we go to the habit, so we are trying to share, what is this, what can we do to accelerate your financial independence journey? And one, we've said sharing resources, so books, clips, what are the things you're reading, or even what have you experienced? I think that is key. And then Sam has talked about surrounding yourself with the right people, and I would encourage you. Unfortunately, this requires a lot of encouragement, because there's a lot of sacrifice behind it. And so the only way you can be encouraged is actually seeing a tangible person. Mtu ule amefika financially.
Kusikia story ya ukweli.
Because unfortunately, it will only be so close, as in you honestly need to be at a place and say, I can see Mcharo is there, or I can see Emily Mcharo is there, and they sacrificed, they went through what I'm actually going through right now, and changing a habit from thinking I need to buy to I need to invest. And I can see where they are, and that's actually where I want to go. I think being able to surround yourself with those people will really help you, and listen. I think surround yourself
and then listen, and also watch, by the way, because there's a lot they say, and then there's also what they do. Visible. So if you have people around you that are where you want to get to, I think shadowing them or just get close to them, that will go a long way in helping you actually accelerate this journey.
I think I can
you can read
a few comments. So Timmy is saying, currently reading The Richest Man in Babylon. This is a must read. Thank you so much. I've also not read that book. I think that's quite influential. I can see Isaac Kilemi. He's saying, associating yourself with like-minded people helps accelerate the financial independence journey. That is very true.
I just to add on that, I think this being part of it, the council, you being in this council is you trying to associate yourself with like-minded people, and I think for it to be stronger, let's add more people here. Let's bring this conversation and make it more lively and hear more books. Say to Meskia, Richest Man in Babylon. I can see Evans mentioning about another Rich Dad. We can create a library in the council. In the council.
And I think it's even easier to surround yourself with people you're familiar with. And it's very true that you might be in a group of friends or in your family, and guys are not on this journey. But you knew from this session you're fired up, it is upon you to actually bring them to this journey so that by the point you're saying, you know, I want to surround myself with people who are like-minded, you are transforming the people around you to think like you, you know, influencing, because you can't do this journey alone. I mean, you want someone who, you know, let me give you a very bad example, unfortunately. Within the season that we are headed to, our parents will stop relying, no, us as children will stop feeding our parents. Kitambo, it was, there's black tax. Manze, you finish school, you start working, you start paying back the school fees. But right now, the generation that we're going, even our parents are lucky enough to still be working. And there are very many opportunities, you know, and businesses that even as you grow older, you're still able to access. Meaning, we are going into a space where you want to be independent as a person, and you want the people around you to be independent. So for you to create, you know, to be around like-minded people, it's your responsibility to now bring them to the tribe and convert them into the fire tribe.
Yes. And it's for your good as well. Ukileta mtu hapa, you help them and help yourself, because more minds create a very stronger council, and we get more out of this as well. Yeah. What can you say?
See Timmy is saying, a part of all I learn is mine to keep. Oh, that's a book. Sorry.
A part of all I earn
is mine to
keep.
That's by George Clawson. I hope I've said it.
Yeah, so that's the richest man in Babylon.
And then I can see Isaac saying, before I came to TSAVO, I had targeted to retire at 50 and be an influential politician.
What happened?
Is that still the purpose? By the way, it would be very interesting to actually have someone who has the financial independence mindset in the political world. I think if that's still the case, I think I would still encourage so that the nation, the Kenya is actually influenced towards financial independence. I can see Evans saying, rich dad, poor dad. Of course, that's a must read. I can see Mr. Life. Good to see you here, Evans. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Evans.
And that's
Karibu sana, Mr. Life.
And that's what we intend this council to be.
Yes.
I hope you know, inviting someone or spreading this word of fire gives you enough joy to keep inviting. And thank you so much, Evans.
So what I mean, fist bump. So just to also come back to the discussion itself. How do we accelerate? So one of the suggestions was resources, and then now being around like-minded people. So this council. So invite more people to this. So I think we can be noting this down. We can also give a summary after this, and another thing as well is you can share these resources in our group. If you're not in the group, I think we can share the link to the WhatsApp group, and unaweza tuma hizi resources hapo as well. But on still going strong, we can still continue building the FIRE Founders team. So for I think the next 3 kasa hii ni ya pili, so tukifika probably 5 tunaweza hamia Telegram, but wacha WhatsApp ikuwe ya the FIRE Founders. So I think as you send the link, you can also be sending hizo resources hapo. So you can also suggest what YouTube channel or what influencer has actually helped you take that change of mindset. So that was the first bit of the mindset change, and because accelerating has to happen on all those stages. Kuna mwenye bado haja change mindset, kuna mwenye sasa anangangana ku change habits. So probably we can also mention some of the habits that you are struggling with. There is struggling with, there is what else, trying to change, trying to start and trying to stop. The habits that you're trying to start and trying to stop. So unaweza ongelea, for me, I think one of the biggest one has been comparison. Seeing some of your friends wanaomoka. Wewe unajua uko na pesa lakini umefinya tu, like so. and you see the perception out there, watu wanafikiria some type, huyu bado how grow nini. Wewe mwenyewe unajua una grow. So I think trying to convince myself about the comparison bit has been quite it's inataka kuacha hiyo story ya nini ya inaitwaje, the story of trying to compare myself with other people and actually just focus on where I am at and actually and where I am headed. I don't know, you can also mention
yes please share what are these habits you're struggling
with. Yes
and what you want to stop. I think for myself my biggest problem is timekeeping. I am shouting because I'm shouting at the devil.
When you don't save on time, Mama. Oh, you're shouting.
And I think when you're looking at investment as a whole and just the journey towards financial independence, time is crucial. I think you know, sometimes you might want to even go and make a deal, and if you're late, that's a deal breaker. You know, and yeah. You understand? Like there are very many things, and they're usually very small. You know, things that you don't think are affecting your journey, but they actually affect the perception of the people around you that they might actually not want to have you as a friend or as a partner. And you never know who you're losing simply because of the very small bad habits that you think don't really affect you. And I think every time when I look at the people who, you know, have just turned out successful and are financially independent, are actually very, very disciplined with time.
Yes.
And every time I am late, and I just remember that I'm actually not a disciplined person. And you see, the FIRE journey requires a lot of discipline.
Yes. So discipline is the thing. It's not time. Discipline is the thing. Discipline. You need to sort out your discipline. I can see last Uka ako hapa, karibu sana, karibu. I think last was in one of our previous FIRE Fridays. Okay. Yeah, when Mcharo, I think this is Mcharo's friend. Yes. Welcome. I think he taught you Kiswahili, and karibu is welcome in there. And I'm so glad to see you here in the so fresh and new FIRE Council. And if you've just joined us, I think we can just recap kidogo what you're trying to do and where it started.
Yes, so Uka, last week we had the introduction to this FIRE Council. A council is where, you know, like-minded people come to debate and dialogue, guided by a purpose. And so we redefined FIRE. I think when you came previously, we used to do something slightly different, so we would have topics and just, you know, discuss
the topic, and then Mcharo being the mentors, they would mentor.
He would mentor people. But then we kept asking ourselves, what is this that we need to do that will have more impact over and above the education that we've shared, you know? And if you weren't able to tune in last week, you can still find the copy at the link and the video of what we did on our YouTube channel or even on Facebook. But briefly, we have brought like-minded people to the FIRE tribe, and we have started this FIRE Council. And today we are just trying to see, to define what is the purpose, what will be guiding us in this FIRE Council, and what is the structure. So when will we be holding this FIRE Council, how will we be holding it, and you know, how frequent and where. And I think where we started off is the trying to define the purpose. And the skeleton bit, whatever we had tried to create was the FIRE Council exists to enable the FIRE tribe. We still haven't agreed, you know, on
how do you define the who?
But let me just give you a skeleton version of it. So the FIRE Council, this exists to enable the FIRE tribe, anyone who is watching us now, accelerates their financial independence journey through relay in council, which we have not decided, with great intention to spread FIRE. So for us is anyone who is on this tribe, on this journey, to accelerate their journey and to spread, so have impact.
In quite short words, kuna venye Evans alikuwa ameandika. Evans had written enable, is this? I just lost it again. Enable FIRE Council members accelerate their journey to financial independence. We exist to enable these members, including you watching, accelerate their journey to financial independence. And I think
the question we had was now, most of us were asking, how do we accelerate now the journey? And I think some of the things we've shared amongst ourselves is, one, sharing resources. So these are books, clips, the people you follow, where are you getting, you know, your inspiration towards, you know, financial independence. And number two is surrounding yourself with and listening to those people who've actually are financially independent or are on their journey to financial independence. And this is guided by this, a forum like this, you know, being part of this council and ensuring that you're referring someone to the council where we are all like-minded, we are all, you know, purpose towards financial independence.
The more we are, the faster we can accelerate each other's journey and share the knowledge together. And I can see Timmy is asking, will Mcharo ever be here again? Oh, unaona this setup ya meza, it's to invite
Everyone.
Yeah, somebody should be able to come. So even you guys, I think in the near future we'll be inviting so another chair here.
Yes,
so everywhere we go, wherever we'll be doing this setup, it will be a boardroom kind of setup with you being the chairman.
So of course we'll be able to have Mcharo and very many people, and you yourself. I think it will be an encouragement to have one of you here with us again.
Okay, Evans's suggestion about the time, we can do Friday or Sunday. I have a reservation for every Saturday. Okay, so Friday or Sunday. I think last week also there was somebody who had suggested to do it on the weekends because weekdays are usually held up. So I think
we'll be able to consider as we go ahead. I think we've had a suggestion of Friday. Or Sunday. We also had a suggestion of Saturday, but I can see Saturday you're not available.
So weekend afternoons, quite a good suggestion. I don't know what you other guys think. Like he has just started, we can go on with the conversation of the structure. So day and time and frequency. So you can start with which day is ideal for you. So that we can be able to bring this pool of like-minded people together. So which day is ideal for you to come to this council and to give us the knowledge that you have and to get the knowledge that you have as well from us. So the day and also the time of that day. And then we can
see Evans has said Sunday noon.
Sunday noon, okay, that's quite a good one.
Please share with us, when do you think is the best time to carry out this fire council?
And I hope if you're watching, you can join the group as well, so that you can take the conversation further. And also, last, thanks for such an initiative. You're very welcome, and I think we hope that you'll be able to gain quite a lot from this. And also gain something from you and how the scenario is in the geographical difference in Zimbabwe as well. So there's Sunday noon. Anyone else bring the suggestion in? Oh no, Sunday noon.
But I think whatever we're doing is quite great. I think just looking at the responsibility we've taken and where we are taking this, we'll be happy to do, what is most convenient. I can see Timmy is saying Sunday evening, so Sunday we have people coming for Sunday. And I think if that works best, we would love to have as many people as possible. So if it means Sunday we are having 500 people at once,
why not?
And I think for those who've been able to come, please, if you know someone who is willing to join the group, ask them when do they think it's the best time. If they're not here and it's because they're working, or this is just not an ideal time for them, let them suggest, and you can speak on their behalf. What is the best time and to carry on this? I can see
last Uka is talking about talk of books. My best book is The Richest Man in Babylon.
Oh, nice.
I think you have a friend here who was it Timmy?
Yes, it was.
I think you're reading the same book. You can start sharing what you've learned from the book itself. So probably and highlight the best lesson from the book itself. Unaweza tueleza, what is that you've been able to learn from the book itself. Kefa, we live audio video ndio imepotea.
Sorry, I think we have a bit of technical issues.
Are we back?
We're back on.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So please share those books. I think just having two people actually talking about the same book,
it's quite a thing. Please, Timmy or Last, kindly send the PDF of the book in the group so that you can be able
share
to
a link or just,
the PDF itself. Or are you having a hard
copy?
On
the group?
The link has been sent on Facebook. You should be able to.
We've shared the link for the WhatsApp group. If you're happy to join, please join. That's where we have the FIRE founders, so the people who are first in this FIRE council. Please share the books there.
So Sunday evening.
What
do you guys think? I've seen quite a number of people do the live streams. Most of them were afternoons. We thought Friday afternoon, lunch break. Was the ideal time, but clearly, Bado, we are still gaining traction. But Sunday evening is also a good suggestion as well.
Please keep sharing, sharing. We want to settle on the day and time. So don't be closed.
And also on the frequency, as well.
Okay, maybe Evans and Timmy could tell us. Do you want this to be every Sunday, or once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2
Yes,
weeks,
please
once
tell us
every
the
month.
frequency.
Yes. And then we can now start inviting people as we get into because now when we come here, we will ask what, I think how to accelerate. Saimali tumefika, we can be coming and talk about what was the most inspirational video you've watched this week that helped you accelerate your journey that you can share with us. What thing did you read? Like kama sahi hapa venye mnasema richest man in Babylon.
And I think that should come in as a challenge. So for those who've not read, like myself, let's go and read that book. I think, I can see Timmy saying weekly. Thank you so much, Timmy. Let us know, do you want to have this weekly? When do you want to have it? I think we are really running out of time. Weekly, I can see also even saying weekly.
Thank you so much for engaging us. It's becoming a very right on time. With Evans, Timmy, and last as well, Mr. Life. Mr. Life, where have you gone? Ebu, come back, tafadhali. And Isaac
Kilemi, where are you? Now, by the way, let me tell you. Speaking to women, where are you? I do not feel represented enough.
Are they watching?
Are they watching?
So Isaac is saying weekly is better. Is it weekly, Sunday evening?
Yes, I can see Irene Gitau. Thank you so much, Irene, for representing us. So she's saying yes, weekly. Mr. Life is saying daily, and he's laughing.
Daily. Umerudi, thank you. That's a good icebreaker as well.
Mr. Life and Irene, you can just tell us which day would be best for you.
I think they're concurring Sunday unless
unless Sunday is not best fit for you.
Just to I think give us more traction into I think what you are going to do and also be able to come to a conclusion, because I can see also time is running. Isaac anasema kwa hapa. Thank you. That was part ya habit. Habit, I think not habit, the mindset shift, I think resources. Resources have been on that stage. If somebody is on the
consumerism
transition stage from mindset, resources are quite a thing. Resources are quite a thing, and also association. The people you associate yourself with. For habits, I'd like to know what are the things that can help us change our habits better. There's a book I've been reading. Atomic Habits. It's talking about how there's a psychology, or not psychology, biology actually behind every other action. So there's usually a trigger for you to be able to take that makes you desire to take a certain action, and then there's I'm starting to forget this, but the final bit is reward, and I think apo katikati is the action. So there's the trigger, then there's you taking the action, and then there's the reward for that action. So I think I can be able to share some of the things as we come next week, as I go just retouch on the book kidogo, nikuje and teach, and also probably teach you guys on what that is.
And I think when you're talking of the habit now, you want the reward to, because you've already changed your mindset. So you're looking towards financial independence. So your reward should be consistently financial independence. So that the action hapo katikati defines, will this action give you financial independence? Will this action give you financial independence?
So you can read the comments.
I can see Mr. Life saying I do Sunday kama events too. I can see Kilemi Sunday evening at 5 p.m. is okay.
Naona Sunday evening inakuwa
Sunday evening. Kwani mnafanya nini? Watu wanaenda kanisa.
Unafanya nini Sunday evening? You know how to talk about it. But I think that's quite a good suggestion. We can see if I think in the group we can be able to discuss if the next council will do it either on Sunday or next Friday. So that is either next Sunday or this coming Friday.
And I think to ensure that no one is left behind, please join the group. Let's discuss this so that by the time it comes to next week, we know if we are posting it on Friday or we are doing it Sunday. Of course, if you know this, we are doing this live on all our social media handles. That's TSAVO.ke on Facebook and YouTube. So we'd really like to plan ourselves. So it would be best to agree for next week.
Just to be able to bring it down to a conclusion. I think to the history, we've been able to come here. The purpose, I think, if we can just choose one word, if you can live with one word, accelerate. Accelerate. How to accelerate. How to accelerate. So I think accelerate being the key word, we can now see how we can structure the purpose around acceleration, yeah, acceleration for whatever stage you're in your financial independence journey, be it mindset, be it trying to change your habit, and the last bit inakwanga tu being actually financially independent. Yeah, so
you can see our investor Anne Juguna, Sunday is best. Thank you so much, Anne.
Awesome.
So I think Sunday has most supported. So we'll just head to the group and decide the timing. But I think
it's a thing we can work with. So please, Anne, Mr. Life, and Evans, I don't know if you're in the group already. Please join the group, and you can send the link again for the group so that you can be able to let the people who've just joined now to see it and then join the group. So I was just trying to summarize and come to a conclusion. Yeah. So accelerate. We will now, as we come and refine the purpose more, and I think we can look of how do we accelerate. And I think for the first people to mesema resources, that is one thing to take home from. So this being books, videos, and clips, and this. And the second bit,
people, like the mentors you listen
to. The second bit being now the association, the people you are around, and we would really love the association for us, the members here, be this council. You being Mr. Chairman on that end of the table, Sisi hapa hivi, and anybody else we will ever invite on this council as well, and so association, resources, and then for habits, I think hapo nimepromise I can come with a few pointers next week as I go just pitia the book again and just give out some of the pointers of how people can change their habits, of how people can change their habits. So I think just bringing that down to an end. The link has been sent for the group. Tafadhali, and Mr. Life, please join the group. Mr. Life is saying habit is the word. Mr. Life, what are you struggling with? I'd like to know which habit is that. Which habit is that? So I think we can be able to come to an end.
I hope we've not been able to lock anyone out, but the group is open for everyone to join.
Please join the group.
Of course, all our social media handles are open. You can share your comments if you have any suggestions. Also invite people to the tribe. I think that will be the greatest thing. We are aiming for.
The greatest thing you can do for yourself, and for the council as well, is to invite somebody else. Bring somebody else to this council. We would love to hear more books like The Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad. We would love to hear more books and more resources, more influencers, more YouTube video channels, and so that we can all of us together be able to accelerate. So Saituko, this small founders team, I think, thank you so much. Kupatane next time.
And I think Isaac is saying type the draft purpose. We'll type it here, and we'll also type it in the group. So we'll share it as far widespread as possible. But thank you for making this happen. I think anastrago Mr. Life
umesema na bishte yako
hapo unastrago na consumerism, and actually I think this is the platform to actually share such things and be encouraged that we've all been there and maybe we are still there.
Mata na ngoja tuambie zile zako hizo hapa Mr. Life ana struggle.
As we talk about habit, we'll talk about it next week. But thank you so much for your suggestions. Thank you for making this active. Please share this video. It will be posted on all our social media handles at TSAVO.ke. That's on Facebook and on YouTube. Please share it with your family and friends. Let's spread this fire.
Please invite somebody.
And invite somebody.
If there's
to the
anything
next
else,
fire.
please invite somebody.
And I think as we started this week we had Evans who brought Mr. Life. Next week we want to let us be accountable to each other. Let us know who you've invited to the fire tribe.
I think just to promote that or to encourage that, you can have
rewards. Tuko na rewards. Tutakuona kando.
Coming through.
So bring someone on board. And I think for please share all the resources you have. I think we've seen 3 books that have been talked about today. Please let's share that on the
group and also here as well. So kama hujajoin tafadhali, we can just be able to see if people have been joining the group. But I hope we've all joined. I can see quite a number. Kuna watu wamejoin.
Yes, thank you so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey, karibu sana. Thank you so much.
7 more members into the Fire Founders team.
Yes. Karibuni. As the Bible says, when one person, gives their lives to the Lord. The angels in heaven celebrate. We celebrate to have you here, and we hope this has been impactful.
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome to the Fire Tribe. And till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Tuonane baadaye. Asanteni.